After doing the story mode of GTA 6, you're definitely going to want to explore on the map because there's a ton of stuff you miss just by doing the story. Welcome back to Grand Theft Maniac, let's get into the video. Number 10, the sea. At first glance, you wouldn't expect the Los Santos Sea to contain much. The odd shark, a few spaceship parts, and that's about it. However, there's a whole world worth of exploring underwater, and we recommend acquiring the submarine in order to make this a lot easier. Whether it be the Crash Merryweather cargo plane, a UFO, a nuclear submarine, or a secret hatch, it's definitely worth venturing into the water to look around. Just don't drown and don't get eaten by a shark. 9, Mount Chiliad. At the opposite end of the spectrum is a sublime Mount Chiliad. If you've completed the game but not taken the time to grab a cable car up or fly to the top of the landmark, then you don't know what you're missing. It's at the top of the mountain you can really take in the gorgeous sights all around you. It's particularly magnificent to look at the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or PC, and you're able to make out the tall Los Santos skyscrapers from miles and miles away. We recommend traveling there safely because if you lose your footing, it's a very long way down. Number 8, Galileo Observatory. While we enjoy a good rampage like any other Grand Theft Auto player, once you finish the game, you'll soon find that gets a tad tedious and repetitive. And that's why we recommend checking out the Galileo Observatory, which gives you a chance to admire all the scenery in front of you. A mission involving Michael DeSanta takes place here, but it doesn't give you time to explore. There's always seems to be loads of fancy cars just waiting to be broken into, so if you need a new set of wheels, it's worth taking a trip there for that alone. If not, pay $1 and use a telescope. Number 7, the Fun Fair. Chances are you've been to the Los Santos Beach already. It's a great place to pick up a jet ski, buy a mask, or just chill out and sunbathe. But did you know the rides at the Fun Fair are actually playable? Because it's not a hobby you can do with a friend, you can be forgiven for not knowing. For a low fee, you can take a roller coaster ride and just sit back. Do your thing as one of the 3 playable characters enjoys the ride. However, in all honesty, they'd probably enjoy it more than you. Number 6, the Altruist Cult. You've most likely given the Altruist Cult a prisoner or two during your Grand Theft Auto adventures, but if you give them a certain amount, then things can take a sudden twist. The cult will turn on you as Trevor instead, attempting to feast on your most likely mangled insides. You can either choose to let them kill you or fight back, and we recommend the latter. The cult's base is a perfect place for you to engage in a shootout, and it's full of weaponry for you to pick up and collect.
Or take them to this cult for a money reward. Basically, I looked it up, guys, because I was really...
Number 5, Fort Zancudo. If you've not tried getting into Fort Zancudo, then you missed out big time. It's extremely difficult to get near any of the helicopters, fighter jets, and tanks from the base, given the soldiers on site. But if you use the invincibility cheat, then everything becomes easier. Only recently we did this and climbed all the way to the top of the control tower, taking a selfie as Franklin. The compound is full of mysteries and Easter eggs, and is definitely a hotspot I'd recommend.
On the left. There we go. Up it went. There we go.
Number 4, Vinewood Boulevard. It feels a little bit dodgy riding this, but if you're in the mood for a big killing spree, then it's worth just loitering around Hollywood Boulevard. This is the most populated area in the game, and now that you got the story out of the way, it's pretty fun to do. People will assemble in masses just waiting for you to embark on your villainous rampage. It's also good to check out because it looks near identical to its Los Santos' counterpart, the Hollywood Boulevard.
More stars, more stars. And also, this location has some of the best...
Number 3, the jail. In Grand Theft Auto 4, you were able to check out the prison with relative ease. However, perhaps realizing that was a mistake, the bigwigs at Rockstar decided to make entering the Los Santos Penitentiary a lot more difficult. If you're able to enter the premises, you'll immediately accumulate a 5-star wanted level and have guards and other police officers firing at you. It's a creepy place to walk around, but it's sure worth the hassle given the sense of achievement you get just for staying alive. Just make sure to have a means of transportation on your person.
What?
Number 2, the airport. For a long time, we thought the airport was just a place to pick up some cooked planes and let off some steam in your super fast cars. But that's not actually the case. While you can't enter the airport itself like you could in Grand Theft Auto Vice City, you can still enter a secret hangar that contains a vending machine. If you're a fan of secrets and Easter eggs, it's definitely one to give a go. If not, just use the airport as your playground anyway.
We're back at the jet, and I'm gonna avoid that takeoff pad or land.
Number 1, National Office of Security Enforcement. At first glance, the National Office of Security Enforcement looks like your bang average building. Nothing spectacular on the inside, or nothing whatsoever on the inside. Yet if you head to the summit, you'll find something worth taking. And that's the Buzzer helicopter, complete with guns and rockets for you to fire. You can take the back to your hangar and use another time, or just go on a spree right away. Either way, the choice is yours.
It's called the Squad Commander menu. We'll see what that's about.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.